Well, hello. I am Lisa Fry, the Catholic Unschooler. It is nighttime. Yes, I will not be vlogging all night tonight. I'll see you in the morning. But it's about almost 8:15 p.m. and we just made some popcorn. Sarah came down, my daughter, and she says, "Mama, can you make popcorn and we'll watch a movie together?" So you know what? As much as I really don't want to pack on the pounds right now, I'll eat one at a time instead of handfuls. I remember I used to see a nutritionist and she would just take one piece at a time. And I'm like, wow, how do you eat it like that? And her salads were so small. They were like, I said to her, that's about one bite for me. And so she's like, well, it's so unattractive. You sit there like that. So I try. I take her advice. So it's worth putting on the pounds to be with my daughter. But I won't go crazy. I think the one at a time thing is better, and chew it and then swallow it. Not, like I was doing in the movie theater the other day. It was so exciting. That movie theater popcorn. But it did need to be more buttered. I'll tell you that right now. So I want you all to know that I pray for you every day. Whenever I offer my family up, my extended family up, my friends, their families, and my godchildren and the children I sponsored during confirmation, that you are next in line. I pray for all my subscribers for the day and your families. So know that even if you don't have anybody, of course, even Jesus is praying for you. So even if you didn't have anybody, however, people need people, and I do pray for you, okay? So if you have nobody else that you know of that's praying for you, you can guarantee that I am. And I don't even have to know you. Isn't that cool? I may talk to you sometimes, maybe I don't talk to you at all, but it doesn't even matter because I ask God, and God sure does know you, that's for sure. And that's all that matters. My father always says, we have a one-man audience. You don't need to be pleasing everybody, okay? That's not the point. The point is that you have a one-man audience. You're going to have to answer to one, not a whole bunch of people, one, and that is God. So you make sure that you please him. So he knows who you are. That's all that matters. It's so important, I think, to suffer with each other, okay? There were two stepbrothers that died in a fire. They were only little, and God rest their soul. They lived down the street from me. I didn't know who they were. I heard of it through the church. And then I went to the wake. I went to the funeral. It was heartbreaking, But you know what? We don't have to know each other to suffer. You hear about somebody. You pray for them. You pray for their situation, right? You take on. When you suffer for somebody, it's like lifting them up. It's like holding them up so that while they're weak, you got their back, It's very exciting. It's so fun. It hurts really bad, but it's fun in that it's exciting that you can be charitable. We can do this, okay? We're in this life, but for a short time. I know it's a long time, but compared to all eternity, it is really short. I know it's dark in here, but that's okay. As long as you don't mind. I don't mind. Do you mind? So life is not that long compared to all eternity. We just have to stick it out no matter how horrible your situation is, okay? Because we all get them. And you might think, yeah, but not like mine. Let me tell you something, okay? Everybody does have different lot in life. Everybody has different sufferings, okay? But we are not alone in all of this. Don't mind this creepy thing right here. It looks really weird. It's really dill drying out. It looks shabby. It doesn't look all pretty because I washed it. And so it's kind of looking like, I don't even know, like Oscar the Grouch. Yeah. So, off Sesame Street. So no matter what your situation is, you are not alone, and you can do this. God only gives you enough, not to crush you, not at all. I have a great story about how I was suffering for years, probably 10. That for me, that's a long time. Maybe there's more people out there that are suffering their whole life. But this particular situation, I was suffering for 10 years. And this one particular day, I was laying on my bed with this big crucifix that my son had made me when he was little. And I put it on me like this, and I was just holding it. And I just wanted to just hug God. See, we can't, a lot of people, they take the physical as though it means nothing. And it does, because we are physical and spirit. We're not just one. So to have that physical crucifix to me, I just felt like, well, that was a physical way. In my faith and in my spirit, I can hold on to God this way, and that is the most important. Let me tell you, because without that, there's nothing. So, holding on to that crucifix and having that physical touch to God. Was this God that I was holding? No, it was a picture. Like if you were to hold your picture of your loved one or an article of clothing or something and you miss them. Maybe they're on vacation, maybe they're outside, or maybe they already died. So whatever it is, you love them, you hold on to it. And so what was my point? I was holding the crucifix and I remember that very moment I understood. We always hear like God will give you as much as you can handle. Okay. And you really try to hold on to that. But in this very moment for myself, that very second, all of a sudden my heart, it's funny because like the inside of us, our actual physical beings feel like we're in a boxing ring with the devil. It's just like you feel like you're getting beat up. Excuse me. And so I was feeling this weight. I mean, the only way to describe it is if I had a big metal sheet all the way covering my whole entire body, laying on the bed, and it was pressing me down. And I could feel this heaviness. That's how hard it was. It was like, oh, it just felt so heavy. Then all of a sudden I went, God? It's like my mind woke up to it. And I was like, this is you, isn't it? Because it wasn't like crushing me where I couldn't breathe anymore. It was just like, kind of like when you hug somebody really tight, or when you're squeezing out something really, to get all the water out. It was like that, like somebody holding you and pressing you down. And then I went, that's you, isn't it? And I'm like, it felt all of a sudden, it was still painful, but it was like at the same time, it was a joy. Does that make any sense to you? It was a joy at the same time. So it was like exciting to know that, oh my gosh, God's hand is upon me right now, pushing me, squeezing me, and all this here, forming me, molding me, shaping me, and most of all, comforting me. And so I knew that it was his hand. Therefore, I knew that I was okay. I got it. It wasn't just words that I was meditating on. It was like an actual physical thing that I was experiencing. And I'm telling you, it just blessed me so much. So keep that in mind when you're struggling and you feel that pressure, that ache, that is God's hand. And it's okay. It hurts. But you know what? So if something just hurts just for the sake of hurting, it's kind of like when it's cold outside and there's no snow. It's like, well, what's the point? But if it's snowing while it's cold, then you go, wow, this is so beautiful, right? You walk outside, it's freezing. You're like, oh, but if you see beauty, right? While it's happening, you're like, oh, you forget the cold. You're like, this is so pretty. Your mind is like, whoa, look at the flake. Look how big it is. Oh, let me try to eat them. And hey, let's build a snowman. So you're making the best of the situation while it's cold. It's like that. It's like, so you're suffering, you feel the pain, but because this pain, this fear, this whatever it is, you are not alone. You know that this suffering, that as long as you're doing it bravely, mind you, okay, you got to be brave through the grace of God. When you're brave, he then can work in you because you're not resisting. See, when you're like, no, or you don't even bother with God, you're experiencing all this suffering for nothing. What are you suffering for? What? That would be in vain, okay? That's selfish. But when you invite God and you say, God, I want you to know that I am here. I am giving this to you today. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't believe it, whatever. But you know what? I am trusting you. Help me to trust you with my situation because I'm scared to death. Okay, how many times are we scared to death about situations that we know we have to be brave about? It's like, I'm too scared. I don't want to be vulnerable. If I'm vulnerable, then I'll get hurt. But it's when you walk with God and you are vulnerable, it is the most exciting. Oh my gosh. I wrote a book twice and it got lost in the computer twice. Crazy, okay? I was near the end and it's killing me. And it's like, well, do I continue to write it again? There's so much work. But Or I could just tell you on here. You know, I could just do that. I could just make a series like that because it is phenomenal. I can help you. I can. I have gone through the mill in a certain situation and I can help you. You know, your situation, even though it might be the same, it's still going to be different because you're you and I'm me. You see? Same God, but we're different. Okay, because we have different experiences, we're dealing with different people in our lives, so everything's going to be different, but there is still something that can be the same, which is really exciting news, because it's like the key. Now, your answer might not be what God wants you to do, but it, you know, this one particular thing, it makes so much sense, and it's working. It's working. That's the best thing of all. It's like when you have to do this with the mind of, with God in your life, okay? If you're a person that's not doing that, then what I'm saying is not going to help you because, look, all right? I'm going to do a little experiment with you right now. Okay, so, see this light switch? All right, you do see this, right? Hey, what happened? See how dark it is in my kitchen now? Well, I can try to get light in here by jumping up and down. Here, jumping up and down. Okay, well that's not doing anything. I could try to open and close this closet door. Okay, it's not helping. Wait a minute, maybe if I move this piece of furniture. The light's still not working. Well, what do I have to do? Wait a minute, I have to turn the light on. Well, ta-da! There it is. But now I like to use that analogy for plugging in the light, right? So when you're plugging in the light, I want light. I gotta plug, see this right here? The only way I'm gonna turn it on, I could try to stick it in my ear. It's not gonna, you see the light? Do you see it? Okay, well, maybe if I put it on top of the radio. No, it's not working. How about on top of this bottle? Do you see the light? No. How about if I try to stick it in this container and close it? It's not working. Wait a minute. What if I take this and plug it into its source? Now there's a light. I could not get that light any other way except through its source. Well, I tell ya, that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's so important, okay? We are on this planet for just, who even knows? I could be dead in 5 seconds. 1 second, okay? 1 second, I could fall to the ground. I am not to take this life for granted, okay? I am not my own God. I didn't just appear, okay? Somebody put me here. I know it was my parents, I get it. However, before that, my soul was created, okay? I have a soul. What do you think this love thing's all about, right? You feel love. Oh, I love you. I love you. Love is wonderful. Where'd that come from? Out of a big bang? Yeah, I tell ya, God spoke and bang, it happened. That's about it. I need your prayers. My lungs, no good. All right, so what I'm trying to say here is you cannot live your life. You can, but you're not. I mean, hey, you can go to hell too. You know, you want to live your life the way you want to live. And you might say, well, you know, I'll try later. It's not like a diet. You fail at it and you don't care about it and then you get fat and then you get sick and you get unhealthy. It's not like that. This is much more serious. This is not like that. Confession is because you have to keep on going to confession, right? When we mess up. The thing is this. When you live your life without God and you die, you can't be with him. It's not possible. When I say with God, he has placed a kingdom here on this earth called the Catholic Church. And if you don't believe me, you can go do your history. When you do history, right, when you learn your history, you study it, you will see, you'll be blown away. You'll be like, what is going on around here? You're not even gonna, you'll be like, whoa, I can't believe this. This has been here all this time, and I'm not even a part of it. I'm telling you, it's all there. Everything else was made up 500 years ago. 500 years ago. That is 1,500 years after Christ already established what he was establishing. I know that everything looks good, it feels good, it's like, yay, right, it seems right. But the difference is between a chair and an electric chair. My father taught me that. That was genius. It was like, yes, you know, I love you. I can honestly say that I love you. I don't even know you, and I love you, okay? I don't have to know you to love you, you know? Because I know that because His God, right? He loves you. So if you say, I love God and I hate people, then you don't love God. You have to love. You have to love. So I don't even have to know you, but I love you. I can say that. I care about you. All right? I could never talk to you ever. But you know something? I care about you. Your heart matters to me. What goes on with you matters to me. Now, if I feel that way and I don't even know you, how much more does God feel and He knows you? Hey, you know, I'm not telling you this to try to sell you something. I care about you, and that's why I'm telling you, because it's so important. Okay, we live our lives. Every day I can vlog. Every day I can show you what we do with our families. And oh, look at Sarah, my daughter. And hey, look at Mr. Fry, he's wounded today. And, you know, oh, this is how I unschool. Yeah, okay. But all of that is done. Every single bit of it is done with God. Okay? I do not leave Him out. Even when I'm brushing my teeth, no way, Jose. And when I get it wrong, I go to confession and I get up and I do it again. And if I fail, I go to confession and I do it again. And I just keep doing it, man, because I don't know when I'm going to die. I don't know. And I don't want to go to hell because it's real. There are people out there that really don't either believe it or don't care. Like my grandmother said, you like it? Go ahead. But you know what? I care about you and I care about me and I want to go to heaven. I want to be a saint. Yes, I do. And I want you to be a saint because I don't want anybody to be lost. I don't care how horrible you are. I don't want you to be lost at all. You can always go to a Catholic priest. If you have questions, you say, I don't understand this, I don't understand that. Go, make an appointment. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to talk to anybody. I don't know it all. You know, I only know what I know and then I share it with you. It's very exciting though. And I care about you all so much. I care about the world, you know, and I didn't always. I used to hate people. Oh my gosh. I would love them, you know, here and there. Oh, that person. I loved animals more. But I can honestly say that I've come to a place in my life that I love everyone, you know, because once you start really like seeking God, He shows you how much He cares for people, you know. I hope that helps you because I don't want you to think that you're alone because you're not. So let's go have some popcorn with Sarah and God. Okay, so I was sitting at the table over there and I did say this, right? Sarah said,
oh,
you don't like that?
What is it?
It's grapefruit.
Ugh.
Okay. She said, Mama, can you make popcorn and we'll watch a movie together? No, and what did I say to you guys earlier? I said, it's worth eating the carbs and being with Sarah, right? And look what she has in her head. What is that? We a telephone operator now? And now, so she thought that she's ready to take the bowl. Where? Not in the living room. Oh, no. Go ahead, tell them where. Yeah. Upstairs. Why? To play what?
Fortnite.
The game of all games? Fortnite?
Yeah.
What are you, a Fortnite queen?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Oh yeah, hey, look at her new rug. I don't really like it. I like it because
Wait.
we're not rich by all means. Oh, you're gonna get it up. Look at this. Okay, it's black and brown. It was not my choice. But look, you're gonna see all these little things all over the place now. We have cracks in our yeah, but look, you can't look at this is what she wants to do. You can't do that. You have to put that away, Sarah. All right? But we have cracks in the floor. And the tiles are cracking. And in order to do that, oh my gosh, we'd have to repair everything. So much money. So much everything. So we just thought, let's put a big rug. Hey, wait, hold on.
What?
This. And then you have to put that away. And I'll go eat all these carbs by myself for no reason whatsoever.
Sorry. What? I was playing Minecraft and I got bored, so I wanted to watch a movie.
Yeah, but it takes time, honey. I just got up and made... All right, so anyway, back to my rug. Go play Fortnite. Get out of here. And don't make a mess.
Okay.
So anyway, this here does not match. If you look at this here, now I'm trying to... I know it looks really ugly, but our rabbit will not walk on the floor. He needs the rug. So we play with him all around. He follows us all around the living room. and he plays with us, and he comes all the way out here. And so this one used to be over here. So what I did was I put it here now, and now maybe he'll come all the way out. My dream is to make rugs go all the way around so we can run all around the living room together. Wouldn't that be fun? But yeah, this is not going to cut it, okay? Look, that means that you're going to see everything, and I don't like it because this rug has like burgundy tones in it, and my cabinets, which I painted, I stained them, and it's like a cherry red, and this has nothing of the sort. And every time I look at this, I look over here, and I don't like it. It's definitely like a man's rug. It is nice, don't get me wrong. I'm very grateful for it. I am. But it doesn't make me happy. And this is my happy place over here. And this does not speak happy. But the one happy thing about it was it was only $22. That's very happy. However, the other thing costs about $60, which I really want. It's a burgundy kind. Then I saw one with flowers on it, and I really loved it. But I know I'm never going to get that one. So, yeah. So I don't really like this at all. But I have to keep it here for now because... Why? Because it's going to kill somebody. The tiles underneath are all broken. All right, well, you know, once in a while, it's good to have these talks, right? All right, I'm going to try this. This is grapefruit flavoring seltzer water. Let's give it a try. Unbelievable. That tastes so good. Not for a little girl, no. But it kind of reminds me of like a cologne, a men's cologne. If it had a flavor, that's what it would taste like. All right, so I'm going to go find out what I can watch. I wasn't going to eat for the rest of the night, but I'm Italian. I keep using that as an excuse. Oh my goodness. All right. My lungs are so bad. A while ago I had pneumonia and what is it? Asthma. Horror. I was planning my funeral. I really was. But this one here, it's coming back. Something's happening. A lot of phlegm. So I'm really trying to stay away from, not carbs, but white flours. I think that's my death. Because every time I start to eat that stuff, this happens to me. I can't breathe. Oh, all right. I'm going to go sit down. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, yeah. One at a time. Chew it. It's kind of dull. You just really want to go like this. Should I do it? All right. I'll see you later.
I knew it would be a difficult task. What do we inherit from an absent parent? Someone who shares half
I was trying to do one at a time.
one of our family
You know, it wasn't really working.
This is a complicated question.
Okay?
So we begin
I'm
our
doing
journey
it now.
in the simplest way possible.
Oh my gosh. I love this show. This is, let me see what it's called. Finding Your Roots with Henry Louis Gates Jr. It's really cool. People are trying to find their family trees. I have to tell you something. Excuse me. This drink that I thought was so grand in the kitchen. Oh man, I gotta call the company, man. It is just awful. If you go smell it and you like taste it just a little bit, it might be okay. But it really does have this awful flavor of like I'm drinking cologne. It's really awful. So when they say natural flavors, you don't even want to know what I know about natural flavors. I won't even tell you that right now. But I have to go get another drink. That was pretty awful. Yeah. You know, you hate to... I know it's only like a little over $3, but you don't want to even waste that on something that tastes this bad. But this show is really good, I have to say. Alright. That is just awful. I gotta put a warning sign on that thing. Do you know what I want to do? I want to make hot chocolate. You ever make healthy hot chocolate? I'll show you how. It's so good. Alright, so I'm going to get a little pan. Alright, so this is super easy. I'm just going to use basically 3 ingredients plus a pan. A little tiny thing like this. Alright, I'm going to fill it up with some almond milk. Enough however much you want. All right, I'm just gonna use the whole thing because it's almost gone. So it'll be a nice big glass. It's awesome stuff. Then you take your cocoa powder, okay? You sprinkle, again, I have no measurements. I'll show you what I'm doing. So there it is. Whoops. As I make a mess. All right, that's probably a lot. The more cocoa powder you use, the more of this stuff you're gonna need. This is called monk fruit, okay? It's a wonderful alternative sugar, natural, you're gonna need in there. It levels out your blood sugar levels so your insulin level doesn't go haywire. Okay. And that's it. You could put a little vanilla in if you want, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, you can put almond extract in there. Try not to use the alcohol one because if you're doing that every night, you're going to find that, you know, you kind of want more and more, and it's not because it's delicious. It's because now you're going to turn into an alcoholic, and you don't want that. And I don't mean to hurt anybody who may have a problem with drinking. Because I know, as I go pick up all these things off this black rug, how awful, you know, being stuck to something is. You know, I am a firm believer. I don't know, but I think that if an alcoholic, maybe there's more to it than meets the eye from what I understand, but if you, I think people go towards alcohol. Maybe there's like a whole other thing that's involved, and I don't even know. But I have a feeling that because there's sugars in it, right? You want sugar. You want the sugar from it. I don't know. It makes only sense though that if you replace that with like, I don't know, maybe I'm just wicked ignorant and I'll admit that in this situation, but maybe if you just eat a ton of vegetables, see where that takes you. If you have a problem with alcohol or food, this will work definitely with food. You have to be so like willing to eat a ton of vegetables, okay? Some cooked and some not cooked, just so that you can preserve the enzymes, the very thing that helps you digest. You want those alive, and the more you cook something, especially if you burn it, the more you're going to kill those natural enzymes, and you don't want that. So, if you're addicted to food and you don't know how to stop, am I listening, Lisa? Pay attention. It's to eat a lot of greens. Yes, it really is, because that is sufficient enough. It'll give your body the sugar it needs, and then you won't need all this here. All right? So, I'm really tired of eating all the popcorn now. I'm really excited about this here. Yes, I'm going to turn this up so we can hurry up. Every night I like to have my hot chocolate. It's good stuff. Now, if I had, see, chocolate has caffeine in it, so it looks like eventually I'm going to have to go out and get Carob, which is does not have caffeine in it. Boy, oh boy, you know, all these things you got to know. And it's important to know, right? Rather than say, who cares? Well, you know what? Then you're going to be an addict of some kind. And I know for me, it is so hard to get with the program. So I need to do the right thing. And that is not sitting on the couch and eating popcorn, Lisa, by yourself. But it is good, especially when there's a lot of butter on it. Butter is great, especially if you have grass-fed butter. That means that the cows that were eating the grass, they're not eating the grains, and you want that, okay? Because then if the cows eat the grain, you're eating the grain like I just did. You know, I'm talking a lot here, but I'm not really following a lot of my directions here. However, I am trying a lot. So I could have gotten a lot of different white flours tonight, and I didn't. So that's a good thing. See? But last night, my son had leftover pizza. You know the Tony's pizza? It's wicked cheap. It's like $3 a box. To me, it tastes so good. Well, I got it. And you know it's really good? The Papagino's in the freezer section. Every grocery store. It is so good. I made it the other day. It is really, really tasty, I have to say. Does it taste just like the store? Of course not, but it is really good. So I highly recommend it. I think it was like $5 if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I want to say $5. However,
Papa,
yeah,
PC.
is that good? Oh, good.
That's better.
PC, there you go, kid. My son, he's trying so hard to master the things that he loves. Is it important to you? No. Is it important to a lot of the world? No. But is it important to him? Yes, it is. And that, my friends, is what I care about. You know, I was thinking about that tonight. I know I'm talking about different things tonight. I don't really, today I could have recorded us going out. I went out with Mr. Fry and my son. We had such a great time. Oh my gosh. While my husband was looking for something in the store, Seth, my son, and I were like literally, I'm like, wow, the cameras are really getting a show today. We were like singing and going back and forth like this with the microphone. We're dancing and then the aisles. It was good. It was a good time, man. And I really wanted to show you guys this good time. But I said, you know what, Lisa? I just want to be in the moment with them. And that's it. So I did. And it was beautiful. We went to so many stores and shopping and just being together, the three of us. I'm going to get more milk. But now I wish I knew what I was going to say to you. Hold on a second. Yeah, I wish I could remember what I was going to say, because I don't. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to rewind this because I think if I'm watching myself back, I'm going to remember. I really wanted to tell you. All right, I'm adding more milk, a lot more milk. All right, I'm right back. I'm going to go rewind this and see what I was going to say. I got it. Okay. So the Tony's Pizza, oh my gosh, it was upstairs in his room. He made it, right? And I'm thinking to myself, all right, Lisa, this is probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, maybe even later. And I was like, he wanted to make pizza. And I know me. He was saying, all right, Mama, I'm going to put this in the oven. Everybody was awake. My husband's home due to injuries. And I'm like, he's telling me he wants to make a pizza. I got something stuck in my tooth. Hold on. Okay. So, he tells me he wants to put the pizza in, and all of a sudden I started getting like anxious, and I'm going, no, don't. But then I'm thinking, Lisa, come on, he's hungry, everybody's awake, what's the problem? And the reason why I was so panicky like that was because I knew me, okay? I was doing so well. And I knew that if I smelled the pizza, saw the pizza, I would want the pizza. And then I'd eat the pizza. Pizza. So he made it, okay. He took it up the stairs, no problem. But something went through my mind, and my mind was saying, what if I see it? What if he doesn't eat it all? And I go upstairs to bed. Sure enough, I go to bed. I stopped by his room to say goodnight. And guess what was sitting in his room on a plate? 2 nice little chunks of pizza. Well, it was like I had no willpower whatsoever. I was doing fine. I had all the will in the world all downstairs. So here I go to bed. I'm supposed to be laying down. This is how sumo wrestlers get fat. They eat and then they go lay down. Bad idea. So, I saw the pizza. I walked right over to it as though it was like something I was definitely going to do. And I did. I definitely did it. I picked them up. I was eating them. I enjoyed them so much. Can I even tell you right now? It was so good. I don't know. I'm doing a survey. Is there anybody out there that does not like pizza? You will be the first person I have ever met in my life, because I have never met anybody who doesn't like pizza. How is that even possible? I know there are people who don't like spaghetti, but how do you not like pizza? I don't even understand the spaghetti thing, to be honest. I like spaghetti more than I like pizza. Same difference though, right? Except it doesn't have the cheese on it. Same thing. All right. So, I eat the pizza. I go to bed. I feel awful. And it wasn't even anything like I could say. Like, when I have a party and I have a gathering and we're eating, and that, I feel okay with those times. I really have come to a place and I'm like, you know what, Lisa? That's cool. It's when it's not a party, it's not a function, and I eat it. You know, I might buy it for somebody in my family, and then I end up eating it, like the pizza. That's when I beat myself up. And I kind of want to, because I don't want to give in to that stuff. I can't eat like that on a daily basis. It's very important not to. For my health, yes. And I would like to get back to how I looked before. I know as Mother Angelica. She's a nun on EWTN. She's now since passed away. God rest her soul. She would always say, you know, we always want to try to get back to looking the way that we used to. And she goes, it's not going to happen. No problem. I just want to be the best that I can be. You know, you know what? I'm taking that popcorn. Why don't you come with me? Please hold my hand. Because I am saying to myself, I don't need to be eating this right now. I had my share. Oh yeah, I had too much actually. But you know what? I'm saying that's enough. I don't need to keep going and going. All right? And we'll just let people pick on that for the rest of the time. I'm going to have my hot chocolate. That's the thing my husband was eating today. And he goes, or was it last night? He goes, I want to eat so good that it's sickening. And I thought that was perfect. So today we're at the store. He's like, hey, can we get this? It was some kind of junk food. And I said, no. I said, and he was like, come on, you want to get Hostess cupcakes. That's what it was, because I got Seth a box of Twinkies. How terrible. So I was like, you know what, I remember wanting that stuff as a kid, and my father got it for me. So I was like, Seth, come on, come in the store. I'll get you anything you want. Let's go. So we saw the Twinkies. I said I would get him whatever he wanted, so I did. And so Steven picks up Hostess cupcakes, and he's like, no, get these. And I'm like, listen, you said you wanted to eat like an athlete, and you have a knee to heal right now, so let's go to it, because these are all inflammatory type foods. You can't. So he put it down. Yeah. Wow, I am like going on and on. So yeah, I didn't want to vlog the whole day with them because it was so precious, you know. I really just, instead of keeping it on video, which is always good, because I have things on private that I don't post, you know, things of my family, you know, like Christmas and some pictures that I took and birthdays. That way I can always have them watch it. But you know what I mean? Like before all this vlogging stuff, I just always I was in the moment. I was always in the moment with my whole family, just zoning in as though it was like thread weaving through material. That was me, just weaving through my family, and it's so lovely not to vlog when you're out with them. But then you say, you know what? I can make this a memory for my family, and I can share it with other people for whatever reason. I don't know why you want to see us. Are you learning anything? Are you just doing it for fun? What is it? What's the reason? I don't know. Isn't it funny how we like to watch other people's families? It's true. I don't know. I'm still gonna say for I'm always waiting for the right moment. I know that I can go out right now and go get a tripod. I really want to get one so that way there I don't have to leave you in the cabinet. Or maybe you can see more of me. More! You will definitely see more of me. So anyway, let me go warm this up, get it into this cup, and we'll go sit down. Okay. Before I go sit down, I want to show you, right? See this thing here? You ever see one of these? Or have one? These things are the very best. Oh, man. All you do is put the soap in there, and you can even fill it half with soap and half with water, and you push as you wash, and it makes the soap. You don't ever have to touch the soap and the water. You don't have to. And your hands don't have to burn with, you know, dryness. They don't have to do that. That is highly, highly recommended. You know, kids might not appreciate this, but I do. Anything that's gonna help me. All right, so. Oops. Oh yeah, so this one here, this is an orange drink. Let's see, what's it called? I have no glasses on. This is really good. If I can only see. Oh no, wait a minute. Is this the grapefruit? Oh my gosh, forget about it. What? No, this is orange. This is an orange Polar. Amazing. I really like that. Yeah, they have some really good. Polar is really good. The other one, oh my gosh, that's scary. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. We're doing good. I'm waiting for Miffy, the beautiful bun, to wake up. I still have my Christmas tree up, look. Because you know what? If we're paying for it, what do I gotta rush it out of here for? I don't. Ha ha ha. Why? Because I can.
And I wondered what it meant to them.
This is amazing, you know. It's not that I'm looking for a sugar fix because the sugar that I used is stabilizing my blood sugar. It's not spiking, so I'm not looking for that rush. So every time you ask yourself, whenever you say, I want a Twinkie, or I want a slice of pizza, or I want a baked potato, or I want a banana, or I want an apple, ask yourself, or even pineapple, ask yourself, why? And those are the things that spike your insulin level. This is really good. I highly recommend it. You know, if there's ever any question or a topic, I should say a topic, if there's ever a topic that you would like for me to talk about, I can, if I feel like I can offer something to you about it, maybe I've gone through it, maybe I know somebody that's gone through it, or maybe I have some advice maybe to help you out, please ask me to do a video on a certain topic, and please let it be wholesome. That's all I ask. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm gonna go sit by myself, but I'm never really alone, am I? No, we all have guardian angels. Did you know that? Yes, we do. This is great. I really like chocolate. All right, so we'll talk. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I thought I'd go into tomorrow, but I don't think I can with all the chatting I did tonight. All right, good night, and God bless you. And remember, God is good all the time. Amen.